I'm good.
Okay.
I do a sway thing where I'm kind of back and forth. I always watch myself on the side stream because I kind of rock back and forth. And I need to center myself.
A little bit. Just a touch.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Let's do it.
You're listening to Just Okay Gamers.
What?
This week,
Whoa,
we're
what?
gonna have some good stuff
You
going on.
sound so bad. It sounds awful.
Oh my god, what the
My
fuck?
podcast
Sounds like
is
trash.
going on right
Please stay though.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Well, you guys have a good show.
thank you.
God, way to start that off.
Ruined
Just, like,
everything.
as we said, all right, let's
Hell,
go.
always even far away. He has to get his 2 fucking
Literally,
cents in.
Mill started recording, recorded for 30 seconds, and stopped
We
recording.
just recorded, yeah.
Here, I'll do the intro.
Yeah.
You're listening to Just Okay Gamers.
This is the intro.
Help me.
No.
I'm
no,
recording.
I like
This is the intro.
Yeah, this is
I
a
like
good
this.
intro.
Hold
It's a
up.
good intro.
All right, hang on. Stop recording real quick. Mill, just start recording and then cut it like Gweeds. Just disconnect yourself, and then we'll say you
Okay,
got
I'll
killed.
disconnect. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fuck off.
Oh, wait. Cut now?
What?
Leave?
Yeah.
Do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
No.
Wait.
Like start.
Where
start
are
introing
you right
and
now?
then just cut off.
I'm in the YouTube space.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How's
I'm
the
sitting-
Wi-Fi?
Sitting next to my boy Candy Mundy.
Oh, nice.
Yandy,
Hey,
hello.
Hey, can we get him on the... Oh, very good.
Oh
They
Jesus.
commend you on your addition to the podcast.
Yeah, great.
Special guest.
Okay, is that it? What do you want from me? Sorry, I gotta go.
That's good. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you can.
You're listening to Just Okay Gamers. Well, this week, hey, let's do podcast.
Oh, fuck. Where's the music?
That was possibly the worst intro ever.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You know what? Fuck you. This is my vacation.
Yeah, go
You
fuck
guys do
yourselves.
this.
We
See
have
how ours
fun.
is. You
We have
goddamn
fun, sir.
assholes.
All right.
All right, fuck off.
Yeah,
I
fuck
hope you
you.
all die.
I hope you die, piece of shit.
Thanks for
Oh,
listening
God.
to episode 216 of the
216.
216
It'll never stop.
of the Just Okay Gamers podcast. My name is Millpool, and I'm joined by...
Wally
And this is nasty.
and fuck Gweedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him. He gone.
Wait, is that really...
We just kicked him out.
Should that
No, we
actually
seriously,
be
we
our
just
intro?
kicked him out. No, that's our intro.
Yeah.
We just kicked him out. He's gone. We booted him.
Yeah, see what happened is... well, I guess Gweedo pretty much explained where he was. I was going to say that he was poor
that's
now
all
and has a
spin.
really bad computer. But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think he's dead, right? He died?
I
there?
think-
Two things a lie. That was all pre-recorded.
Right. That was his last will and testament. That
The
message.
truth
Yeah.
is that Millpool had enough, and he elicited our help and staged an insurrection
Right.
where we killed him and put Millpool in charge.
Yes.
Um,
What's up, Nasty?
Other people might call this a mutiny, I feel like.
Um,
But this isn't, I want to clarify, this is not a mutiny. This is just a takeover after Guido died. Okay?
right.
Just want to clear that up. We didn't kill him to try to take the podcast. He was just dead.
We
and
didn't murder him.
Right, and we just
We
want to carry
strategically
on.
took his life.
No. He just died.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like,
He fell on something
Mhm.
that came from a weapon one of us may have been holding.
fell on.
No, nobody
fell
was
on a
holding
bullet.
that. Yes.
Fell on a bullet. The one bullet that he keeps on
Yes.
that pedestal.
Yeah, ironically.
Exactly.
His bullet factory with one bullet. He was watching it. He went there very late at night and tripped and fell on the bullet. So now it's just us three guys.
Yeah.
How-
And that warehouse has basically become his tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
we detonated the foundation of it.
Mainly because that, yeah, we did blow it up immediately after he got fell on a bullet. So how do we feel about going forward here? Are we going to continue doing this,
great.
or yeah?
I don't know. Like it was fun with Guido, but I think It'll be much better without him.
I, for
Right.
one,
For sure.
welcome our new Lord and leader, Millpool.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
already granted lordship, huh?
Bored. The body's cold, man. Gotta move on.
I mean, I'd like to.
Is it?
As much as I appreciate that, I think maybe we should be a democracy now. We just got
Yeah.
we just got over the dictatorship.
I vote that you should be in charge.
What is that?
Hear ye, hear ye.
Wait, are you a judge now?
I bring today in front
What's
of
going
thee
on?
a court in which we must determine who must lead thee.
Okay.
All those that would like to be leader, say aye.
The ayes
Wow.
have it. Millpool's in charge.
It has been determined, Millpool shall lead thee.
Who is thee? What are we talking about? You're
Us,
the
all
world.
the podcast, the rest of the crew. I mean, look
it's
at this.
literally
Like,
just us three now.
But we have a community that follows us.
I don't know if
We
I'm
must be
strong
the
enough to
leaders
lead now without Gweedo.
You must dig deep and find that courage to just fight through.
Guido
We will be your strength.
Guido was my rock. He was my crutch. I mean, I
Well,
leaned
you
on
have
him.
your own damn rock now.
Yeah, but he berated you
I
constantly.
don't know if I can do it, guys.
Devalued you as a person.
I know, but without that, my life is meaningless, even more meaningless.
Whoa!
Without the,
No, you're supposed to be leading us.
I'm not a good leader. Clearly, I think you're finding that out right now.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
That's
Well,
okay. Next
how was
year
your
in
guys'
charge.
weeks?
Wait,
It's good.
did you just take over?
Yeah, I did.
Transition.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean,
I support this.
Too bad.
as much as
sit in
I
the
said I
corner.
didn't like being a leader, I was kind of getting used to it, actually.
Oh, were you?
Oh,
Yeah, but that's
Well,
fine.
Millpool, I propose this. I will let you be the vice president. How's that sound?
That is the perfect position for me.
let's all be a triumvirate.
Okay.
We'll all be vice presidents.
Okay.
Perfect.
I like it.
There's no president. There is only equal vice presidents here in the Just Okay Gamer land now.
I like
So,
it.
welcome to our community.
Yep.
Now play the intro.
No. You can't tell me what to do. I'm overriding
Anyways,
Oh no, he's using his vice presidential
you.
veto.
Yeah.
how was your guys' weeks? What'd you do?
My week was good. I went to the beach over the weekend. I got some sun. I'm very pale. I don't know if you guys notice.
No, you look very red.
Yeah, my
Actually,
face is
you're, like,
very
flushed.
red right now. But I'm usually very
It's really
pale.
close to that red shirt that you're wearing.
I know.
Why
too.
is your face red?
I think the shirt is like seeping into my face somehow.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Were you hoping it was going to offset the facial color?
Yeah, I was hoping it would draw attention away from my face. But we're not supposed to play to the camera nasty. You should know that.
No,
as
no, that's right.
Executive Vice
Oh.
President of Just Okay Gamers Industries.
Okay, very well. We shall not play to the camera anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the beach. It was okay. I don't know. It was at a lake.
Nice. Okay.
The water was
Like a big lake or a small
Oh,
lake?
no, it was a big lake. Like you
Okay.
You couldn't see
Like-
the other end of the lake.
Wow, that's a big lake.
It's
It-
like
yeah.
a great lake?
I don't know if it was great. I don't even know the name of the lake.
Was it just a good lake?
Yeah, it was a
Nameless
pretty good lake. Like, it was the water was very warm, but there was a ton of people, and the beach area was not very big.
Were all the people peeing at the same time?
I mean, there were a lot of kids there, so I was definitely thinking.
might have been
about
why
that.
it's warm.
Yeah. Yeah, and then yesterday I played in a video game tournament.
Ooh, what tournament?
Again?
Yes. The tournament was for Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube.
Ooh.
Ayo.
Yeah.
How did you place?
I did not do well at all. So there was like a winners bracket. Well, there was a winners bracket, the normal bracket, but there was also a losers bracket. So I lost my first match, and I was also the first match of the night. So I was the first person to lose. And then
Was there a loser's bracket?
there was a losers bracket, but then I had to wait around for like an hour and a half to even play in the losers bracket. And
Right.
And then I just lost my match again. So
Right away.
well, the losers bracket match was best of 3, so
Okay.
I didn't lose right away. I won 1 game. But yeah, it was disappointing because I'm not very good at Mario Kart, excuse me. But I had been practicing all week.
Had
So
you?
that's with practice,
Yeah.
you're still
Like-
colossally.
Yeah.
How many times last week would you say you practiced?
Oh, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say all week because I played probably like 3 days. I played for like an hour a day.
Okay.
So I
okay.
practiced for like 3 hours in total.
I practiced all week. And by all week,
for
I mean
3
like
hours.
a night.
No, it was,
I practiced one night last week.
it was probably more than that. It was probably like 4-ish hours. But I
Okay.
was getting
So
decent.
you practiced 2 nights.
Yeah, I was getting pretty decent, but I fucking choked, man. Like my nerves totally got to me in that
It
first
happens,
game.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, like I had
How many
played.
people were watching you?
Well, there was like the tournament was 32 people. I don't know if that many people actually showed up, but there was definitely like I would say 20 to 25 at least.
So you had an audience then,
Plus,
too.
Right.
it was in a bar, so like just
Oh,
regular
perfect.
patrons were walking around and stuff.
Do you have some drinks too?
Not during the first game because I was like,
Ah, that was your problem.
know.
You need to have some drinks to loosen up a little
Well,
bit, dude.
yeah, no.
Were
so
there
I
any
was,
regulars there? Like, did you have like a
Um,
moment where some people would walk in and be like, "Hey, look at these losers playing a video game"?
No, well, it was an it's an arcade bar. It's a barcade. So
Oh, okay,
literally
then no.
everyone in the
Perfect.
bar is playing
Yeah.
video games.
Right. Yeah.
Or
It's,
some kind
it's
of
not a
games.
nerd hate zone.
No, not at all. Yeah. So the beer thing. My strategy was like, I'm not gonna drink a beer for the first game, so my senses are sharp. But in the back of my mind, I was like, but also when you drink a beer and when you're drinking alcohol or whatever and you get better at like whatever you're
Liquid
doing.
courage.
Yeah. You get better
It's
at.
also called the Balmer's curve.
Is there an actual?
That's like, yeah,
Is that a thing?
legit. It's legit. It's called the Balmer's
Oh
curve.
my God.
It's the peak point in which your creativity and productivity meet, and alcohol helps you like get to that point.
I think you just
Yeah.
justified a flask at work.
It's like a beer and a half, maybe 2 beers, like depending on like how much you drink. So it's not much. It's like maybe a drink, but there are studies that show that like you should have 1 drink prior to something like that where your nerves are all super high.
Yeah, I played better in the losers, the best of 3. After I had been drinking, like after the first match, I just started drinking beer basically. So
You were just like, fuck this, man, I'm done. And I got like, next match coming up soon, and next match coming up soon turned into a next match in an hour and a half.
no, I knew it wasn't coming up soon. I just went and like
Oh,
played
okay.
arcade games and drank beer.
Good shit.
So
Wally,
it
what'd you
was
do this
fun.
week?
I went to the lake.
Yeah, what lake? Was it a good lake?
This is Devil's Lake. It's in Michigan.
Oh, really? There's a Devil's Lake in Michigan too.
Yep.
We got a
it's very
Devil's Lake
nice.
here in Wisconsin.
Oh wow.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's small, but it's good for boating, in the usual term.
Boats
there
and
was
hose.
The boats, and there was some tubing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
beer was consumed, and it was a pleasant evening.
Nice.
No video game tournaments for me, but I did play some Diablo with Megan for the first time in a while, and that was fun.
Nice.
And I
Nice.
pre-ordered Destiny 2 to get that out of the way.
Okay.
finally.
Well, we'll be talking about that in a little bit here.
Mhm.
This week I also went to a Lake
Oh.
Wisconsin, and I took a ferry over the lake though.
Oh, we had a triple
wedding out
lake
there.
week. I bet Guido didn't.
Lake
go to the
week.
lake.
No,
before he
Gweedo
died.
did not go to a lake.
Yeah, that's why he's
He's
not
in
here.
a lake right now.
Wait,
That
I
was
thought he was
actually
in
the
the.
catalyst.
I mean, like
He's in the
we've
rubble
been-
of that building because we blew
Yeah,
it
but
up.
then like the fire department came and they had to like put out the burning building, and since it's in a valley, they put so much water in the giant building that it created like a small man-made lake. So now Guido's at the bottom of a lake in
blood.
what used to be his warehouse building.
So is it like?
I mean, we
it's-
killed him because
Is it like
he didn't go
a
to the lake.
swimming spot now for like people and children and stuff?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
called
that's-
Red Granite.
Oh, that's very nice. That sounds
Granite
beautiful.
Lake.
Yeah.
Part of the county,
Guido's-
county park system. Ironically,
Yeah.
Does
He donated the building before he knew that this was all going to happen to the Milwaukee County Park.
There's actually a statue they're going to put up in the middle of the park of him yelling at some children.
That's very nice.
With his fist up and his lawnmower in one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good shit. Well, do you want to jump into the Destiny 2, Wally? You looking forward to the beta?
Wait, are we talking about video games? Is this a
shit,
segue opportunity?
No, we fucked it up.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Forgot
how this goes.
Pick a random number between 1 and 90.
47.
All right. Wait.
Let's do this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Gonna find the sound.
Yep.
All
This
right.
is our favorite.
Uh-oh. They can't hear it.
Uh-oh, they can't hear it.
It's okay.
No,
it's for the
stream
podcast.
can't hear it.
Podcast
Yeah,
It's
is-
just
it's
for the
all for the
podcast.
podcast.
This is
Yeah,
how I
fuck
had it
this.
set
Yeah.
up. I only
Yeah,
had a
deal with
day.
it.
I mean, I could have worked on it yesterday, but I didn't.
Yeah, you guys can all go screw yourself, Twitch. But if you guys want to watch our stream live on Twitch, you should go to twitch.tv/justokgamers. Also, we're streaming throughout the week, so come stop by.
Yeah, the stream couldn't hear the segue for the people listening.
Yeah.
Not on stream.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So Destiny 2 beta coming up soon.
Yes.
Real
it's
soon.
It's gonna happen for the console guys first.
Right.
I don't think ours will hit. PC will hit until a little bit somewhere in September.
Are they
Possibly.
doing like this on purpose, the two-parter, or what's going on here with the consoles and then the PCs?
What happened is the game is renowned for its gunplay and the gun mechanics and the way it's controlled. And as you would probably surmise, playing on a PC in FPS is different than on a console.
Right.
And according to feedback from focus groups, it was feeling a little weird. So they're retooling the game a little bit so that it's more responsive to a mouse and a keyboard interface.
Okay.
That's pretty much the only reason, I think, aside from some hiccups with processing. It's going to be a very CPU-intensive game. That's why only the PC version can be run at 4K above 60 frames a second, because neither the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro has enough processing capability to handle all the things that'll be simultaneously going on in the game.
I mean, have we not been talking about this though with the announcement of the new consoles? Is that they aren't going to be 4K ready at solid FPS at least?
Some games will be 4K ready because of their partnership with the respective vendors like Microsoft stuff, but for PC, but for non games like that, this was made by Activision and Bungie.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to be ready now.
Okay.
Wait, I thought that was the whole point of the new Xbox. Was that everything was 4K?
That's the marketing point.
That's the marketing point, right?
I was told.
But yeah, it's not entirely
At
true.
E3, Phil Spencer told me personally, he said, Adam, this console is 4K ready.
I'm pretty sure he said
Was
4K
that a
about
lie?
a dozen times in one sentence, actually.
That's the
He
whole
did.
point of the console. So Destiny 2
Yeah.
is not going to be 4K ready?
It will not be 4K at 60 frames per second.
Right.
Oh, okay.
There's this, by the way, in case anybody's worried about their PC, the Xbox One X processing wise, not graphics processing wise, just the pure processor port, is about as fast as a lower to mid-end i3 of the current generation. So if you have an i3 or better, even a nice i3, you're going to be okay on the processing side.
Very nice.
But what about on like the graphics processing side? What do you got to look at for hitting that?
1060 or more. I would go
Okay,
higher if
okay.
possible. 1070 would be the sweet spot. 1080 would be even better, but 1070 probably is a safe bet.
Okay, nice. For all those geeks out there that actually care about their PCs, which I'm guessing are a majority of you, there's your little Wally Tech bit.
Wally
I mean,
Tech
4K is
bit.
hard in
Hey,
general.
pick a number
Wally Tech
between 1 and 90 for the Wally Tech bit. Segue.
45.
All right, here we go. God damn it. When a segment runs too long. Fuck.
I'll cut this all out in post. Wait.
Huh?
This was supposed to be 47. Why is it also 45?
Sorry, what did you say? What number?
45
What
is
was the
definitely
first
what we
number?
said.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me.
47.
We said 47.
This is 45.
Is this 45? All right, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, 47, right?
Yeah.
No, 45. 45
No,
is...
it's 45.
45.
Now. It was
Yeah, 45 now.
All right.
What?
Oh, that's right.
Bow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Good segue.
Thank you.
That's a very good segue. New one, too. I like it.
Yeah. So, big news this week, guys. Big news.
Yeah?
Logitech buys out Astro Gaming.
That's huge.
Now, I know that this doesn't really sound like too big of news because what's the big news of one kind of, paraphernalia, gaming paraphernalia company buying out another gaming paraphernalia company? Not that big of news, right? But think about it. Logitech, mainly PC, Astro, all across the board, console and PC.
Yeah, and also Astro is strictly, I think, high end.
Yes.
High end in quotes, but I mean
That's what I'm rocking right now. Some Astro.
I mean, a lot of them come with their own, DAC interfaces for audio boosting and for control of EQ settings.
Yep.
And they're just high end, very comfortable, very nice headsets. Predominantly in the console space, but it does translate to PC very well.
Mm-hmm.
People may not know them as much in the PC sphere, so it gives Logitech exposure to the high end console market.
Right.
And I think that when people buy high end PC parts, they typically go Corsair and whatnot, and a few others. Logitech's a great value buy, especially like I have a Logitech mouse. I'll always use a Logitech mouse. It's affordable and it's reliable. But if I'm thinking something high end, I don't necessarily think Logitech. So this gives Logitech a bit of a boutique area for their merchandising.
Right. I'm also interested to see where Logitech kind of takes this because this year they announced a new headset that was meant for gaming and for like real world all in one that had different plugins for your iPhone or just a 3.5 for like just plugging into an iPod, or it also had the interface with your USB. So we'll see where they go with the higher end of stuff,
Agreed.
Is Astro high end? I always had the impression that Astro was pretty much either on par with Logitech or like even lower.
It really depends on who you ask. I think in terms of marketing and price point, MSRP, it's high end. It's over $100 easily for anything Astro of quality. But if you're thinking about something equivalent in that space, there are a lot of other items and alternatives that are higher end than them.
I think the place where they excel is in the console world as high end, right? Because there isn't as much of a market for high end console gaming headsets. And if you are getting into that, you're getting like HyperX maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
100%, by the way, 100% console space.
I think that's why I kind of looked down on Astro. I've never had one of their products, but it was just like it was the console kind of headset, like console gamers headset. And it seemed like it was kind of one of very few options. So I just lumped it in with Dr. Dre Beats, like very popular known brand name to a very wide audience kind of thing.
I think you should. I think you should. They came in and basically dethroned Turtle Beach, if you remember them at all.
Right.
They took that out and they kind of basically moved into that space because, well, Turtle Beach got lazy. Their quality is shitty for the price they charge. And then Astro comes in and says, you know what, we'll charge the same thing. We'll just use better parts and make it feel better.
Right.
And it's definitely console dominated in that area. There are better PC alternatives, which is probably why a lot of PC users haven't heard of them.
Right. And I really love my Astro set. And I think that they bring small nuances to it, like interchangeable faceplates on the outside of your headset, switchable mic sides, so that way you don't have to deal with just the left side or the right side. Multi-adjustable like headsets before multi-adjustable headsets were really a big thing. And by multi-adjustable, I mean like individually adjustable in X, Y, and Z directions. So it's like they brought a lot of these new things to the gaming sphere, as well as like hard cases to put your headset in when going from place to place instead of just leaving them loose. You know, it's the small things that I think Astro paid attention to that really brought them into kind of that sphere of what you might call high end.
Yeah, they blew everything else in the console area out of the water.
Right.
And I think they're on par with a lot of what's out there for PC, so they kind of haven't stood out. So this Logitech buy, double backing into the original story, is huge because vice versa, Logitech helps introduce them into the space they already occupy, and it introduces a brand new IP product line into a PC market.
Right. One thing I did notice is that they were saying that they're going to let Astro continue to do what they do. You know, Logitech's not coming in to change the game. They're kind of just coming in to hopefully help them create maybe a wider range of products, because right now Astro I think only has 2, maybe 3 headsets, whereas Logitech has multiple.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm excited though because I love my Astro headset, but they haven't really done anything to change anything up really in the past 3 years or so.
Cool.
So yeah. Moving on. Has anybody seen or heard about this Rift Rivals?
Hear about this?
Ooh.
What's this Rift Rivals thing?
Yeah, Rift Rivals is a thing that happened.
What is that, Millpool?
It was League of Legends. Have you seen this? Have you heard
What?
about this?
League of Legends? What game is that?
Oh, it's a very big game made by an indie studio called Riot Games, who
What?
Never
Who are
heard
they?
of them.
I mean, Gweedo was working with Riot Games when he died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, they make this game called League of Legends, and it's like a kind of like a fighting game, basically. I won't go into detail,
Mhm.
but yeah, Rift
Okay.
Rivals happened. North America beat the shit out of Europe.
I mean, let's be real. EU's kind of been the garbage of the league scene for quite some years. Nothing's really new about that.
I mean, EU's been. I mean, they've like internationally done better than North America in the recent past. I don't think last year at Worlds. I think 2016 North America beat them in the head-to-head.
Yeah.
But I think overall, like in terms of international competition, Europe has generally done better. And there was a lot of shit talking going on. The majority of it seemed to be coming from the European region going into this.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it feels good. I mean, as a North American NALCS fan, it's a good feeling. That NA beat EU, like it was a fucking stomp, man. What was the final score?
Who
It
won?
was like 18-6 overall. TSM won.
Ayo.
The finals was
TSM.
TSM versus Unicorns of Love.
Ooh, that sounds like a great final though, because Unicorns of Love is probably my favorite EU team to watch.
It does sound like a great final, but it was a 3-0. It was a fucking stomp.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was fun. Good times. TSM did really well. They looked really good. Pretty much all the
Good.
European teams did not look very good at all.
So was Rift Rivals like the MSI Summer Split kind of replacement for this year's LCS?
No. I mean, I think MSI is still going on.
It's still gonna happen.
It's still going to happen. I
It
don't
just feels like a weird time for them to do something outside of like their usual week to week, LCS games and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know why Riot decided to do this. I mean, it's like it was a very cool hype kind of tournament that they decided to put on.
Right.
I mean, obviously to make money and, generate hype and everything. They did it across all regions. So like, LMS and LCK, Korea and China, and LPL. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
LPL is China, but those regions played each other. Like Brazil, all the regions played interregionally.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. It's just like it's not as big a deal as like MSI or Worlds, obviously, but it was more for just bragging rights, I guess.
Right. No points or anything like that. Nothing.
No,
huge
nothing.
Prize
Yeah,
pool or anything like that.
yeah. I don't know.
More just bringing it back to the fun of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if there was even a prize pool, but yeah, it's pretty much just for bragging rights.
That's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they're having fun with it again. I feel like the LCS got super serious, and then it just got so technical and out of control, and that's partially why I stopped watching it. Is because one, I stopped playing League, but two, it also just became too much to keep track of. Like I can't watch 100 hours of LCS every single week. Like that's just physically impossible.
Yeah, it's a lot of content. I pretty much just follow like TSM and C9 mainly in the NALCS. Right.
This has definitely turned into like the NFL style of watching, right? Like you pick your team, you watch your team's game that week or multiple games, and that's about it because that's all that you have time for.
Right. Yeah, and I think this might be a good lead into the Overwatch thing.
Ayo. Yeah, talking about new leagues coming up. Overwatch has a new league coming out.
Mm.
Yeah. Go ahead and lead in on it, Mill, and I'll follow through on some of the concerns.
Yeah, I don't know everything about the formation of it. Like, I guess Blizzard is forming a league, right?
Yes, they petitioned some investors from pre-existing fields of industry and people who own sporting teams like baseball and other kind of areas. And they're trying to like do kind of a jumpstart like they did with the XFL that was
right
spearheaded by partnership with football and the WWE or WWF at the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the comparison to that is being made, especially as an era of concern, just twofold. One, because they intentionally delayed the creation of an Overwatch League because they could tell through focus groups and investment analysis that nobody was interested in one yet. They didn't think they could find a tenable way to create a systemic area of rules. Players' unions were coming up. They were troubling Riot quite a bit, and they didn't want to get into that either. And they just didn't think that people watching esports wanted to see a competitive league scene for Overwatch yet. But apparently somebody got hungry, especially the board of directors for Activision and some other investors, and they said, okay, let's do it. And the reason this is an issue again is because it's forced, and you can tell one of the major participants is Jeff Wilpon. He's the owner of the Mets, and he's basically legendary in baseball for being a terrible manager, not letting the sports side manager, the coach, if you will, for lack of a better term, do his job, and interceding in moments where his intercessions were either not heeded, not welcome, and counterproductive to producing a good result. So there's some concern that this might blow up and not do anything. Predominantly because of who's involved, and also because of the fact nobody gives a shit other than the people trying to make money.
Yeah. So one thing that I want to note that's a lot different than what we see in like the LCS is that each of these, they've announced 7 initial teams, right? And each of these teams has a home city, which is very different than the way that the LCS is ran. Because the LCS is just, you have your continent and you play against your teams. These teams are based in specific cities, and they're not specific to just the US. They're international cities where they're based out of. So we can have, for example, we got Boston, New York, LA, Miami, San Francisco, Shanghai, and Seoul. So we have teams from, South Korea playing against teams of Miami. Are we going to be flying these teams in? Like, yeah, is that what's happening?
And like the owners are weird too. Like in Korea, it's a mobile development company. I think Kabam. And in China, it's a IT company specializing in internet servers and infrastructure.
Yep.
And they're part of the Mojang in China for Minecraft. So and the guy from New York, of course, for the Mets, and a lot of, I think the only person that really has any street cred is the CEO of Immortals, maybe Misfits Gaming. And to here's another great example of it being a corporate interest driving this. The Boston is the chief executive officer of the Kraft Group and the New England Patriots. So there's so much professional sports influence in this that people are just concerned that it's just gonna be stupid.
Yeah. I mean, there's already a lot of sports, like pro sports, crossing over into esports. There's a lot of that in League and, well, not just League, but all esports. So I don't think that's necessarily unique to this. But yeah, the cities thing is cool. I know there's been some talk about that with League, especially since they're franchising,
Right.
to do like home cities and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, like Robert Kraft, the New England Patriots, and the New York Mets guy, and I guess that's it. But these guys have like access to stadiums, so I think something they're also talking about doing is they're like basically having home games where they bring people into the stadiums and watch games. I'm not sure if it's going to happen live there, or I think it's more likely that it will be broadcast in the stadium, but they'll have like home games there where you buy tickets and go to the stadium and watch the games. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, I like Overwatch. I don't know. The only thing for me is it's kind of a weird spectator game. It's very fast and hectic.
It is
and
weird.
It's tough to tell what's going on with Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with
That was one of the original objections as well for why they didn't do it.
Yeah, like League is very complicated, but the camera is at least pretty stationary. You can tell like generally what's happening, even if you don't understand the abilities and everything. Counter-Strike, I think Counter-Strike is very easy to understand what's going on. Like everyone just has a gun. The camera is, stationary on one person at a time. They don't have like abilities or anything. They're just shooting each other. But Overwatch, I don't know. I mean, even as a person who plays Overwatch and understands what's going on, like spectating Overwatch can be very hectic and it's hard to tell what's going on at times. So yeah, this is cool. There's a lot of money going into this. I think one of the rumors was it was like a $20 million investment to buy a team. And it sounded like you could pick any city actually. So although these guys are picking their home cities, essentially, it sounded like you could just pick any city that you wanted.
So kind of to build on your point about Overwatch being hard to spectate, I think one thing that CSGO does well that Overwatch should implement is that they give you the outline of where other players are behind obstacles. So it kind of makes it easier to see like where things are at. You know what I mean? And I also think that with the cooldowns of your abilities, that would be nice to be able to see in some sort of spectator mode as well, to kind of know what's coming up and what's available. And League's kind of implemented that in their spectator mode, where you can see the cooldowns of an ultimate, or at least the cooldowns of summoner spells at a quick glance of everything. So I think that they just need to build a little bit on the spectator mode to be able to give you that same, what's going on in the whole map kind of feel without having to actually see the whole map.
Yeah, it's not terrible. As someone who plays Overwatch and understands the game, it's not terrible. I understand what's going on. I guess I'm just thinking more in terms of like appealing to a wider audience. Like, Counter-Strike,
Exactly.
The E-League or whatever is on TBS. I think it's just Counter-Strike. It might be other games as well. But
World of Tanks is actually broadcast sometimes, and that's bigger in Russia.
yeah. I don't know. Whatever. It's cool.
Gotta bring World of Tanks in somehow.
It is. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's big in Europe.
All right. Hey, speaking of first-person shooters, PUBG going first person?
Wait, what?
What?
I don't give a shit.
I mean,
is this a thing?
You can press V and go third person. That's how that works.
Is that all that it is?
Yeah.
You just got to press V to get out of it?
Is that what? Yeah. Is this just like a public service announcement that you're doing? For
Yeah, this
people?
is a public service announcement.
Press V
if
to
you're
go
stuck in first person. Press V to get out of first person. Is more like it.
This is part of an initiative. They said it's a hardcore mode, like bringing back hardcore or something.
Oh, bringing back hardcore. It's already hardcore. You get fucking shot once and die. You don't respawn. Like, that's the way that the fucking game works, right?
Yeah, it's already
I
pretty
don't know if it's just-
unforgiving.
It is unforgiving, and
Yeah.
I mean, you need to have that kind of situational awareness of a third-person camera.
Right.
I can't even imagine trying to play that in first person. It's not even built for it.
For those that don't know what we're talking about that PUBG is going first person only on specific servers coming out later this month. So no more third person for those of you that really like it and like to peek around corners and shit.
That's for assholes with too much time on their hands.
Oh, what do you mean? There's a lot of assholes with too much time on their hand.
I call it like I see it. It might be true on both ends.
I mean, I know a lot of assholes personally that have too much time on their hands. This guy included.
Too. You? Are you
What do
pointing
guys
at
think?
yourself?
Yeah, that was me pointing at myself.
Oh, okay.
I know I was pointing at my beer, kind of.
That beer. Fuck that beer.
Fuck that beer, man. What do you guys think? Are you gonna play this at all?
Yeah, no, I'll try it out for sure. Wait, no? You guys are not going to play it?
I'm not doing it.
Really?
I mean, I don't think
I
it's going
like
to
it the
force
way
you
it
to
is.
play it. I wonder how this is going to work. I don't know if they've talked about like a separate queue for this.
Yeah,
Or if it's
well,
all
it seems
custom
like
servers.
specific servers. So, like, right now you have the option to do, like, EU, NA, whatever server selection when you're trying to select whether you want to, ready up and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that they're going to have some kind of
First
other...
person. I want to play in first person hardcore.
Right, or, like, the checkbox that, when you're in squad that you don't want other people to join and you just want to join as a squad of 3 or something like that.
Yeah. It's a cool concept. I mean... Yeah, the thing with PUBG, well, one of the things, like the seeing around corners, seeing through windows in third person, I can see how people might want to get rid of that and make it a little more realistic, where you're running into a house and the people in the house can't see you unless they poke their heads out. So I'm interested to try it. I mean, it has a huge player base, so it's not like the queues are going to get super fragmented or anything.
There's one thing that I'm worried about with this, and I think that it's possible that it might increase the camping that happens. I feel like there's already like a large amount of just camp it out and wait until the circle gets smaller, sneak in, then camp it out and wait again.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think that...
I wonder if games will take longer in this mode.
Right, and I feel like you're just going to end up
definitely.
with like more people in smaller circles. So like the first couple of circles is just going to be meh, and you're just like running around and trying to collect shit and then get into the circle, and that's pretty much it,
It's going to be a bunch of guys running around like just
Yeah,
whipping
not
around
even,
all over.
Yeah, can you imagine watching that? Like dudes like strafing sideways and like just doing circles and shit.
Oh my god.
It's going to be a weird transition because I'm so used to like alt looking, like holding down alt and swinging the camera around to look behind me and stuff.
Right. But I guess like when you play other FPS games and you don't have the ability to kind of do that kind of stuff, or even third person games. Like I wouldn't mind being third person and just no alt look, right? Like that would also solve the same problem that the first person is trying to solve.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe not as much of the problem, but a little bit more.
Yeah. So, did they say a date? They said July, right?
Yeah, they
say
said July.
Sometime this month. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. That's still like probably my favorite game to play right now.
Right, and it looks like they're only going to be bringing it to EU and NA
Oh, okay.
servers.
That's weird.
First, like to begin
I
with.
see. Okay.
And then they'll try pushing it out to other places.
Cool.
So, and it's looking like the end of July is what they said, from what I could see.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm loving the game right now. I got bit by the PUBG bug real bad.
Yeah.
By the P bug real bad.
Yeah. I think both of my squad wins have still only come with you, playing with you.
That's awesome.
I'm just a good luck
I
charm.
played
what
one
can I say?
night with you and I got like 2 squad
2 wins.
wins, and I never won before.
Playing with Nasty is fun.
Yeah.
We got to do that again.
It's a little bit of, I don't know. The strategy I take is like play it floose for the first couple of
Fast and loose.
minutes. Yeah,
For
fast and
those
loose.
not in the
floose.
in the know.
For those not in the know.
Who
with
haven't
us.
played PUBG with us on Discord.
Yeah. Play it kind of floose for the first like 5-10 minutes or
Gotta
so.
play floose.
And then you just I don't know, play it out from there, and that's kind of it. Slow it down as the game goes longer. You got to bring the tempo down a lot, and kind of let other people shoot it out.
Let them fight.
Yeah, right. Murder each other. That's what I like.
Just let them fall on those bullets, just like our dearly departed
Wait.
Gweedo.
What?
May he rest at the bottom of the
Bottom
family
of lake.
city park, Milwaukee Lake.
Yeah. What did he end up naming that lake?
Did he name it before he died?
No, I thought it was on the building that got destroyed.
Oh, is it Bullet
I don't
Bullet
remember the sign,
Warehouse
though.
Lake?
Bullet Warehouse.
Yeah, Bullet
Lake.
Warehouse
Bullet
Lake.
Warehouse Lake. That's a nice name. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, just rolls right off the tongue, like a bullet rolls. Anything else you guys want to talk about this week?
Nope.
Just Evo, maybe.
Evo?
Yeah,
Sure,
Evo is
but-
starting tomorrow.
Yep.
Nice.
I love Evo. I love games done quick. It's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't watch too much Evo because I don't really know a lot about fighting games.
It's just
But
fun
it's
to watch. I
exciting.
don't know where I'm
Yeah,
going.
I turn it on
Yeah.
once in a while and I'm like, wow, these guys are having a lot of fun and this seems really exciting.
I just feel bad because I watch like Evo tournaments and I'm just like, "Ugh," I just can't even like begin to step in the realm with any of those guys. Like
I can't do fighting games.
like-
I'm terrible.
I'm the worst. I've played with Gweeds a couple of times, and it's literally like the absolute worst at fighting games.
I don't touch them. I'm just instantly bad. I can't do the chains of like moves and shit. I don't know any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forget it all. And we should probably mention that a friend of the podcast is going to be on the announcer's desk for 1 or 2 games, right?
Yeah, Black Enola is at Evo right now, I believe. And he's going to be on the kickoff. What is it called? The jump off.
The
desk,
jump off.
Which I think they have like 5 or 6 different streams. I'm not sure how it works, but he's going to be
We'll have
on,
to figure out where he is.
on one of the streams on either day, Friday or Saturday, or however long Evo goes. I'm not really sure. It might be 3 days. But yeah, shout out to him. Doing cool stuff.
Fuck yeah.
But that's it. I think we covered pretty much everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we transition to a little segment that I like to call Listener of the Week?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Yo, listener of the week.
Um,
And in
And-
3, 2.
And
Oh, it's not.
Listener of the Week now.
he's oh,
Yeah, wait, who does this part?
This week's Listener of the Week is Rjgkcjrjfjdjtuvjdhggfhtifjhhgh.
Are you okay, Nasty?
well done.
And he titled, or she, from Canada, by the way, and he or she titled their review Just Dank and gave us 5 stars on iTunes. This podcast is simply the most dank podcast I have ever listened to. Really great, awesome listening to the cast at the moment. Lol. Really funny too. See ya, dank mates. Thanks.
Short and sweet.
Rjgkcjrjfjdjtuvjdhggfhtifjhhgh.
You alright?
I like the grunt at the end.
Dude, that's the HGH, right?
It's good. It's very good.
The human growth hormones.
He was listener of the week. If you want to be listener of the week, leave us a review on
Go to
iTunes.
Yes, please do. We are down to one review now. So I'm calling on all you people. You can leave a shit name like that as well, and we'll
absolutely.
still read your review.
I mean,
You
it
don't
can
need
even
to
be
leave-
offensive.
Right.
Totally offensive.
You don't even need to leave us 5 stars. We read every single review that's left for us. So go leave us a review, please. I'm not going to yell at you. That's Gweedo's job.
I mean, I feel like the amount of stars they leave at that point, they might as well just leave us stars. 5 stars if they're already like going through all the effort of logging into
Of
iTunes
doing that.
and yeah, so give us 5 stars. I mean, you don't have to, but you might as well. It makes us look good. When he plays the music again, right? At some point, when does that?
Yeah,
happen?
right now.
Okay,
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah, like Millpool said it, you can be listening to week 2 by leaving a review on iTunes, or send us an email with a review. If you guys have left one in some other country, please also let us know, because I get Canada and US for sure, and I think my tool collects all around the world, but no guarantees. Yeah. You want me to plug us out?
Yes.
Or is somebody filling plugs?
I don't know. This is like we're at 50
I'll
minutes
do
here. I
plugs.
feel like this is really
No.
short.
Well, oh well, whatever. We didn't riff.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're doing a tight job.
This was the
We're doing a
most
tight job.
informative podcast I think we've had in the
I
past
know.
fucking 2 years.
There's-
Like, we limited dick jokes to like 1, maybe 2. We swore
We
maybe
had
like
a plan.
right 2 or 3 fucking times, and I think we covered more information this podcast than we have in the past 4. So if you guys don't like it and you made it this far, then too fucking bad. You don't get your
Don't say that.
entertainment this week.
We're not
you know
your
what?
puppets.
We'll change for
Yeah.
you if you don't like it. I'm sorry.
I'm not your fucking monkey, okay?
I'll be better for you.
You know what? You miss Guido. Fuck you.
Yeah, too fucking bad. All right.
We're professional.
By the way, if you guys want to check us out, go to justokgamers.com. In the top right corner, you can find links to all of our social media, as well as a link to our Patreon, patreon.com/justokgamers. If you want to send us an email, justokgamers@gmail.com. And if you want to give us a call, leave us a voicemail, you can do that at 615-763-5654. I know it's a short one this week, guys. Sorry. We don't have our fucking captain. All right? Our captain, me captain.
Okay.
Yeah, because we
I like
killed
Better
him.
than no podcast.
I like
though.
how we
We
perceive
killed
this as a
him.
failure.
No,
He
I'm
didn't
not
fall
calling
on
this
a bullet.
failure.
We
We
killed
had,
him.
It
we had
just-
a plan. We didn't ramble. We stuck to the plan. We talked
did.
about shit. And it's
Yeah.
shorter. This is an actual podcast.
We shot
Hey,
him
if
with
you
a
guys
gun.
like this podcast, let us know. Fucking hit us up like on Twitter or Facebook. We post sometimes there. Or I don't know. Come stop by on Twitch sometime Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Thursday. You know, because that's where we are and we hang out to see you guys.
Yeah, actually, if like all of Guido's subscribers on YouTube and Twitter could follow me instead, that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be great.
And I know they're all listening.
Right. So just come follow the rest of us instead of following
Come.
Gweedo. Also, if you could unsub to his YouTube channel and
No.
come sub to our YouTube channel, or just sub to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, you don't have to
unsub
unsub
from
from
him. That's okay.
Sub to Just Okay Gamers on YouTube, where we post
Yeah, because we put
Quality
quality content up
every
there
week.
regularly
every week,
every week.
an hour and a half.
I wasn't kidding.
At least every week, except for this week.
Regularly, we put shit up there regularly.
Yeah, but if you're already listening to the podcast, then thank you.
Then you'll find the same content up there every week.
Well, you get to see our faces, and
Oh, you do? Yeah. If you guys were wondering what we
Absolutely.
looked like, that's a great way to come see us.
or come watch us on Twitch. That's fun too. Yeah. Please like
Yeah.
us. No, but Gweedo, where is Gweedo? He's in Los Angeles right now. Did we even talk about where he actually is?
No, he kind of did in his intro. But yeah, he is out at Riot Studios and the YouTube studios. Basically just, you know, hanging out, doing a video out there with the League of Legends crowd and some other YouTubers. Having some fun. So show him some love when his video comes out. Yeah. Just go show some love to those videos.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So he's in Los Angeles. He'll be back next week. And what do we do now? What happens now?
Now we play some outro music.
Oh, outro music?
It's a new
Okay.
Yeah, now we took over the podcast, so we outro music everything.
Yeah.
And then fade to black.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 90.
88.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
good.
a good number. I like that number. Is that good?
Bye.
Did that work?
Bye. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, perfect. See you guys next week.
All right, cool.
Yes,
Bye,
yes,
bye. Hey, we still
And we're
made like an hour.